Do you like amusement parks? Or do you like theme parks? How about roller coasters? If so, which one is your favorite? Hello, my name is Kayla Stubner, and today I will be informing you about the importance of roller coasters and how they can aid economies. Roller coasters have become the ultimate adventure for thrill seekers around the world. They have loops and curves and can even travel faster than most cars. So, where exactly did they come from? And how has such an invention become one of the most sought-after experiences everywhere? Today, we will look at how these roller coasters have developed over the years and taken the entertainment and tourism worlds by storm. First, let's take a brief look at the history of roller coasters. So, when exactly were roller coasters designed, and when exactly did they come about? The origin of the roller coaster can be traced back to the slopes of Russia in the late 16th and early 17th centuries. The Russians developed slides to get down large ice slopes, and in order to use them in the warmer seasons, the sleds were fitted with wheels. And in the 19th century, the sport was brought to France, where incline tracks were built in Paris with various safety improvements to the older designs. In 1884, the Switchback Railway was opened at Coney Island and eventually transformed into the world-famous Cyclone. This was referred to as the first modern roller coaster. What is it exactly that makes roller coasters from around the world so unique? Well, roller coasters can be divided into a few distinct groups depending on their drops, their thrill factor, and their intended audience. The first main classification of roller coasters is by defining them by what they are made out of. The two main classifications are wooden roller coasters and steel roller coasters. There is a third classification, often called a hybrid coaster, which is a combination between the two, both wooden and steel. The second main classification is by the type of train or passenger seats. There are many different types of trains, including but not limited to suspended, stand-up, and floorless. The third classification is defined by the layout of the track. This is often seen as the slope the track makes. This includes but is not limited to a figure eight or even a simple circle. The fourth classification would be by the mechanics of the coaster. This can be seen as how a coaster is launched up or down the tracks during the start or even during the roller coaster ride itself for the duration of the ride. The fifth classification would be by the height of the roller coaster. A roller coaster with at least a 200-foot drop is referred to as a hypercoaster. A roller coaster with at least a 300-foot drop is called a gigacoaster, and a roller coaster with at least a 400-foot drop is called a stratocoaster. And there are only a few of those coasters in the world. Now, let's take a look at how roller coasters have benefited local, state, and national economies. Roller coasters have inspired amusement parks and theme parks all around the world. They are a huge option for tourists and bring in a large yearly revenue. Roller coasters are prime thrill attractions that bring crowds from all around. Amusement parks help provide jobs for local workers and even boost local sales of local products. Amusement parks also work with hotels to push for tourists and tourism and advertise all over the states. These parks can provide a reason to travel across the world to visit them. Roller coasters have benefited the world more than we know. Roller coasters have a deep and rich history that has inspired many innovations around the world. They are all unique in their own way and each serve a purpose to excite and thrill the public. Roller coasters have benefited the world economy greatly over the last few decades especially. So, the next time you go on a roller coaster or an amusement park, you can now know the rich history and the traits that make up many roller coasters around us. Thank you.